Is the day before Mortal Kombat 1 finally releases. It's been a long period of teasers, trailers, and content. It's finally coming out tomorrow. So today I kind of wanted to do an homage, a review of all of the trailers and teaser content we got leading up to this game, just to, make a historical document and rate what was good, what was not so good out of all these trailers that we were served coming up. So let's just get straight into it. We're gonna go in kind of chronological order and only down to D tier. Nothing was worse than that. But starting in D tier with the first thing we received, this goddamn clock that I think I've seen too many times in my life. I never want to look at a clock again. We were shown this like 6 times. Little teasers of this thing just ticking 1 hour for like months after we knew that this game was coming for like a year because of the Warner Brothers, I don't know, economics dudes, whatever. So this clock ticking once a month until it skipped to 1. Wait, this trailer couldn't come fast enough. And this trailer, the announcement trailer, immediately goes straight up to S tier. So we have a big jump in between the first and second trailers that we received. This trailer is just what we expected. It was stellar, it was gorgeous, it was amazingly animated, it was more cinematic than cinema. It was way too beautiful for a video game trailer. It was one of the best things I've ever seen, and it introduced the new kind of redesigns of the characters and kind of alluded to, how the world is new now that Liu Kang is Fire God Liu Kang and he's riding the universe. But it just looked so amazing. It showed off the amazing character designs that are coming with this game. There was some great music. It was just beautiful, and there was some amazing gruesomeness in it as well. But it was just 10 out of 10. Amazing. I was drooling, salivating the first time I watched this, but we could have received it a little bit earlier. But I guess we're just a little needy with that. A little bit entitled. And then next, they actually revealed the gameplay, I think a few weeks later, or even like a whole month later at some Gamescom or something. And this one's a little hard for me to place, and I think I'm actually going to be a little harsh and put it in C, or almost even D. I'll put it in C, because I'm not that mean. It doesn't compare to this goddamn clock. But this gameplay trailer, although there are a lot of things that I thought were cool about it, I made a few videos talking about what I thought was really cool about this video. But this trailer, I don't know. The cool things were that it looked great. We saw some more characters. We got to see how the story mode seems actually really nice and cinematically designed in this game and interesting. And we saw new characters like Melina and stuff. We heard some more voice acting and actual in-game models. But the gameplay in this trailer, something about it was off. It was off. I've rewatched it just now, thinking, well, maybe it wasn't that bad. Somehow it's bad. I don't know what's wrong. I know it's an early version of the game, obviously. It came out a while ago, but I don't know. I don't know if they should have released that, man. I mean, now it's fine, now that we've received all this other awesome stuff, but it took a heavy dosage of copium for me to be like, wow, this looks so good, I'm excited, because it looked like a mobile game. I thought it looked like a mobile game, other people thought it looked like a mobile game. There was a big discussion about how the graphics are way worse than Mortal Kombat 11. It was not good, which sucked because the content of it was technically really good. We were seeing cool gameplay, cool stuff, cool reveals, but it kind of looked bad, so it has to go in C tier. But they fixed it with the Lin Kuei trailer, which goes straight back up in S tier. This trailer is probably my favorite of the gameplay trailers. This thing basically introduced every fan favorite character. It had the highest ratio of fan favorites in this thing. It introduced the ninjas, Smoke, and Rain, and their gameplay, as well as some of the cyborgs, Sector and Cyrax, and some cameos. And this trailer was amazing. It showed some fun gameplay of favorite characters and their new redesigns, and it got people so hype, and it got me so hype. Rain, favorite character. This redesign was amazing. I watched that like 2-second clip 500 times. And this was a great trailer. I appreciated it a lot. This is what we needed. And also, this is kind of something that's kind of coming up in the rest of these trailers. The music that they're adding into these trailers was starting to blow me away. This one had this epic theme. Just listen to this for a second. Oh, it was so good, and when smoke comes on, it gets like timed with his attacks. This is too good, man. I'm telling you, this was ahead of its time. Come on, get to the smoke part. Get to the smoke part. Listen. Too good. I love this trailer so much, man. I got this theme stuck in my head, and it's not even like Street Fighter Guilty Gear proper song. It's like background music, but it's epic. I'm too much of a fan, And this guy's in it. God damn it. Best trailer ever. So it was going good with that trailer, and then we got the Umgardi trailer, which once again is up in S tier for basically the exact same reasons as the Lin Kuei trailer, but particularly its theme and music was somehow even better. Because on its own, to be honest, for me, I was like, oh cool, another 3D era character, but not one I particularly care about. Little did I know that Lin Kuei would become one of my most enjoyed and anticipated to actually play more of characters. That was well said. But she's redesigned so well, and it's so satisfying. And there are so many cool tidbits in this trailer, and it is so satisfying. It really makes you get the feel of the world, the realm of Outworld. You like, because you get introduced to these different people and who they are in this area. It's amazing, amazing. And I'm gonna make you listen to a bit of the music of this one as well. And it starts right at the start.
Priestesses, selected from the firstborn daughters of Outworld. From infancy, they are trained to defend the royal family.
No.
Lin Kuei used to lead the Umgardi. It was on her watch that the princess's
What is that theme? That is amazing. Amazing. And then we get to see Tanya, we get to see like more story stuff about how Melina's infected with Tarkat. It was, oh, and Baraka. People were so hyped for Baraka. And amazing trailer. Amazing trailer. Rightfully an S tier. And then I think they had like managed to keep the ball rolling, and they just had win after win after win with the next trailers. Keepers of Time trailer, where they introduced mainly Garrus and a little bit more of the story, and there was also some cameo reveals. This one was also extremely satisfying. There was a slightly redesigned Garrus with a lot more interesting sand moves than he had in MK11, and it was just mwah. And then right after that we got the Banished trailer, which was also amazing. It introduced a bunch more fan favorite characters, particularly Reptile, but Asher came back with a new design, as well as Havoc and like Serena cameos. There was a ton going on in this trailer, and it looked amazing. Revealed amazing new designs, like the design of Reptile being like shape-shifting, so he like looks human and also has the beast form. Brilliant. People love it. Everything in this trailer was lovely. And the next one, the Rulers of Outworld. This one's a little tricky for me because I'm stuck in between S and A. I think I might put it at the top of A, but it is very nearly an S just because, like, these ones had phenomenal reveals and phenomenal music and, like, choreography. This one was really close. It just didn't have as good of a theme to get it pumping, but it had a good theme. Yeah, this was a great trailer. It's just not S tier. But the stuff with Sindel, like talking down on Shao and stuff, it once again had that really worldly feel of the Outworld realm. It was amazing. It was awesome. We got to see, like, Sindel's Fatal Blow was so satisfying, and a completely redesigned Shao was General Shao, and Motaro cameo, people were so hyped about him. And yeah, that was a lot of really nice cinematic scenes in this. It was super good. But then we had some kind of, some other random stuff, like we had the Dave Bautista trailer, which, you know, is cool, but I don't think it's really a trailer for the gameplay nerds. It had a cool song, and, you know, a revamped version of MK theme is always cool. But I'd even just put it around here. It didn't do too much for me, but I'm glad it existed for the people that were hyped for it. We also received at some point the Kombat cast reveal. I don't actually remember when this was. I think it was quite before a few trailers, probably after Umgardi. But it was simple. We got to see what kind of characters we're getting. We're getting very, very magic / superhero combat pack for the first one, and a lot of Superman likes. But I'm excited to see them all. I like where they're going with this combat pack, and all of the MK characters are fan favorites. Just the only thing is that people were sad they had to see Ermac's face, but other than that, hey, cool reveal, I suppose.
No, there's still stuff.
We also had these combat casts. We had 3 of them. The first one was Scorpion and Johnny, and then we had in the second one Smoke and Ashra and Garrus, and in the third one we had the Queen's Court, the Sindel, Rain, and Shao. And all of these together, I think I would also put up in here. They're fun to watch. It's fun to see. It's really nice to see the developers enjoying their game, happy to talk about their game and show it off. The only criticism I have is that it's a little obvious, especially when Stephanie's showing some characters off, that she's really trying to hide the amazing potential of some characters. Like when she's like, oh, look at these buttons, and she just throws like 4 sweeps, and then like she shows some special moves and stuff, and it's really cool to see the characters, but you can tell they had to do so much more. We could tell when Tyler had a chance to show off Garrus, he showed so much and people thought he was instantly broken. But yeah, that Rain, I watched the Rain and the Smoke one and the Sindel one so many times. I don't know, there's something really enjoyable and nice about them. And then we had the few celebrity reveals, Natara and Jean-Claude Van Damme, Megan Fox as Natara and Jean-Claude Van Damme as Johnny. Natara reveal was cool, but unfortunate that it came after kind of the leaking Armageddon came. So the main thing that was cool is that we got to see her redesign in full view and not just a little 280p icon. And some people liked it, some people didn't. I thought her gameplay at least looked cool, so I'll put it there. And the Jean-Claude Van Damme, once again, kind of like the Dave Bautista, didn't really do much for me. I even put it slightly under his, just because, I don't know. It's a cool skin, I'm glad it exists, and getting Jean-Claude, who Johnny was based off of all these years, is pretty cool. But, you know, we're comparing some amazing trailers here, so sorry, it has to go down there. It didn't reveal anything really new, except that it looks good. And then we just got this, the official launch trailer, where they finally decided to show off a bunch of stuff after the leak Armageddon came out. So they had taken so long to show us any Reiko, any Shang Tsung, not even like combat cast reveals or like full-on trailer reveals. We hadn't seen like their renders apart from like a Shang Tsung in the very first cinematic thing, and man, we knew that Reiko was coming from that like dumb reveal at that Gamescom or whatever that only some people saw in high resolution. So it was really cool, and I loved seeing Shang Tsung's gameplay and stuff, and from some of the leaks that I may have seen, his gameplay looks awesome with all his different stances and modes he has. He can be young and old and the opponent, and he has different movesets as all of them. So he looks hella fun, and I love his redesign. Reiko looks really interesting too. I'm excited to see slightly more of him. They didn't show him off too well in this trailer, I don't think. But they also they showed off Melina gameplay, which we have been dying to see for ages, and we had to resort to seeing all these leaks. So I would say, if it was on its own, it would be up here, because it revealed some awesome stuff. But considering the context in which it came out during the leak-mageddon, I think it's actually more like here, just because it didn't do much for me. I had already seen some cool Melina combos and those special moves that they showed us, like with the up teleport. because I'm a monster and I've been watching those horrible, low-res, annoying guy leaks for the past few days. Because I'm desperate, so I've seen this stuff, except Shang Tsung was admittedly very cool to see a bit more of. And, yeah. Those are all the trailers, those main things. There was like, you know, they released the renders for the characters and the cameos and their bios and stuff, and that's kind of cool content as well. But this is just the trailers we're receiving, Ross. There would be too many things in this list. I think that's pretty even, pretty good job. Majority is above B, and there was some really high quality S tier, about 6 or 7 things that were amazing, and a bunch of stuff that was also decently good. So apart from the massive wait that we had for all of these reveals, I think the marketing team did a pretty good job. But yeah, the wait, not only the wait after we knew it was coming from that dumb WB economic reveal, and then we just had to wait for like a year and a half to actually get a proper reveal, but then we also had to wait once we'd, like, when leaks and stuff come out, why do they reveal a trailer like the day before the game comes out with this one? And it was just unfortunate that if they had to release things at a slightly better schedule, they may have been a bit more hype, but purely because of the context that they were released in, that they were slightly worse. But yeah, honestly, pretty solid. And for Mortal Kombat 1, I am beyond excited. I'm going to be playing it for an ungodly amount of time. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyways, I'm gonna go sleep or something soon so that I can be ready to play without sleeping for days. And I hope you do too. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you there. Bye-bye.